Hey ladies and gents, this is Linda Chic 777, and today I'm coming at you with another design team project for Reneabouquets. Now this project I created kind of a little Christmassy home decor item. Very quick, very fun. I'll move my sign out of the way and show you what I came up with. Not an original idea, trust me. So let me bring this in right here. There, let me get everything. So as you can see, I created a little joy word, little Christmas word, and it does sit up. It might be a little wobbly on my fabric here, but there you go. And I didn't pre-buy the word or anything. Now I bought the letters. The letters I bought at Walmart. And what I did for a little more stability is the center O, I added 2 O's and glued them together. Okay, so it just gives it would have sat up on its own, but I just wanted that more stability for sitting up. I wanted the thickness there. Okay, so let me adjust a little bit more and we'll bring this up close, show you what we've got, and I will show you how I came up with everything, how I put it together. I haven't done decorative letters in a while. Because a lot of times there's just not a lot of room to decorate the letters, but as you can see, I made some room. Let me turn it over and show you the back. So the first thing I did on the backs of all the letters, I usually do, most of you, my subbies, have been with me a long time. You could probably say it with me, white gesso and a pouncy brush. You got it. I did about 3 layers. Okay. And then here, like I said, I did 2 of the O's and I put them together just so it have more stability. Now what you have to do when you create these letters, I don't just glue my letters together. I will tell you that because I do not want them obviously to fall apart. So what I do, like the O is my center piece, okay? So let me explain this before we get going. Whatever paper I've chosen, obviously for this project, I chose Prima's Sweet Peppermint Paper Collection. I used the 6x6 pad. Renee carries that in her shop. She carries all different sizes of that, plus embellishments and flowers that go along with it. So I did my O, painted the back sides of it, glued the 2 together, and then on top of the O, I went ahead and layered my piece of paper. Now, I do not like, how do I want to say it, rough edges, I guess, on my paper against the edges of the letters. So a lot of people will just take it and they will trace. What you want to do is trace your letters onto the paper, whatever side of paper you want. Trace your letter backwards on that side if it's double-sided, or trace it on the wrong side, so when you flip the paper over to the side you want, it's in the right direction of the letter. Okay, then I cut that out. Now some people would just leave it there and glue it on. So I cut it out and I glue it on, and then I take either some sandpaper or boy, that's a fun looking nail, huh? Well, I've been crafting. I take either sandpaper or the Prima Distress tool, and I will go off this way. Let me show you. I'll grab just a little piece of sandpaper here. And I will show you how I sand in case you wanted to do that yourself. Let me rip off a piece back here. I should have probably had this ready. Okay, so cut it out. I glue it on, and I take like a piece of sandpaper, Prima Distress tool, and I will hold it, the edges, okay? And then I'm going to show you this way. I will bring it at a slant, and I will, okay, sand at a slant and sand that paper down across the edge. And then a lot of times you'll kind of get a little fold of the paper on this side, and I just kind of go this direction and kind of get off that excess. But that way when you're done, you get this nice clean edge. Nothing is sticking out beyond the letter, okay? And so that's how I get my paper onto the project, okay? So back to the O, glued the 2 together, put my paper on the project, sanded all the edges, and then what I did is I took the J and the Y, I measured where I wanted it to go, I glued it on and let it set for just a minute so the glue was set up. And then I will take some small little nails. I have some small finishing nails, and I will hammer right at the edge of the letter, like the J, right at the edge. I did it in 2 spots so that it goes through the J and into the O and hammers it in so that that is very stable, very secure, okay? And I do the same thing on the Y. Obviously the area is covered up, but I had, let me grab hold of it here really good. A couple of nails are probably about here and here through the Y into the first of the O. And the nails are just maybe 1 inch in length, so it's just perfect size. So then that is all stable and glued and nailed together so these puppies are not moving. I usually will do 2 nails because if you do just 1 nail, although if you glue it, you're probably safe, but if you just choose to just nail it in 1 nail, you might have, you know, a little swivel action going on. So I do 2, and then I will go through and add the paper to the tops of the letters because you want to nail it in first, so then when your design paper goes on top, it covers the nail heads, okay? So that's how I kind of adhered the joy word all together, okay? So let's get in a little bit closer. There is a little lesson for you. If you have any questions, just always, as you know, you can just ask below. Okay? We'll just kind of go through a little bit slowly here. Adjust my lighting a little bit. And this is one I was going to create for an upcoming craft bazaar. I don't know. I kind of like it. We'll see what happens. I may try and sell it. If it doesn't sell, then I'll probably keep it. So lots of layering going on, as you can see. You know how I like to layer. Can you believe it? I got all that on in a little space because this joy word really only measures about widest, maybe about 9 inches length and about 5 inches tall. Okay, so I have just a tiny space to work with. All right, so let's get into the specifics. So I got everything together, got my paper on top of my J and Y. I sanded the edges. And then on top of the O, I have this beautiful oval Prima resin frame I got from Renee's shop. Now, it was a little bit, because it's got these points on it, so it was a little bit wide to go on the O and be able to fit my J and Y, so I just kind of took a sander and sanded down the tips a little bit to make a little bit more space to be able to, you know, nail on my letters onto the O. Okay, and then I just started decorating with flowers first. So the first area I started, let me go to the back, is I wanted some flowers inside the O, so it looks a little bit finished on the other side. I could have put some flowers this way, but I don't see any glue globs back here, so I left it. But I put some flowers kind of inside the O, and as you can see, these beautiful flowers here, these are mulberry flowers. Renee carries them in her shop. She has different colors, different sets of those. This happens to be the mulberry. I believe it's a set of 12, and these are in the white, and these are just some of the flowers you get in the pack. They come in a beautiful organza bag. You get a different variety of flowers and leaves, usually in whatever pack you're looking for, whatever pack of color. Some of the packs are set of 12, some are 13. But great price altogether. So I started layering with those inside. And then I've got just some other Wild Orchid Craft flowers on here from my stash. I've got some flowers from the Sweet Peppermint collection. Renee carries a bunch of the different peppermint flowers, sweet peppermint flowers in her shop, so you be sure to look for those. So like I said, inside got the flowers layering, and I layered what I wanted to. And then I took this cute little French horn ornament, and I got these from Dollar Tree. It came 2 to a set. They were glittered like this. I decided to go ahead and leave it because I was, excuse me, going to maybe try and paint it, but I thought the gold went in okay with the paper collection. So I glued that on top, and then I started layering a bunch of more flowers around it. So let me kind of turn it so you can see kind of the layers of flowers all around it underneath. See here, all the different flowers. Got a little rolled rose in here from the Garden Fable collection. You can't see it, but I know it's in there. And then I layered a few little items. This is flower trim from my stash, Prima flower trim. So I kind of layered it in there. Just try to move slow. I hate to make anybody dizzy. I layered flowers in here. I also layered in, you can see like a little metal piece here. Back around again, nice and slow. I've got a little metal piece here. This is a metal flower I had in my stash, and I just cut the, oh my gosh, I can talk. Spray painted it white, and then I cut the little petals through the flower so that I could just tuck them in, and it just kind of, I thought, gave it a little bit of a vintage charm to kind of match the frame and the paper collection. And the same down here. This piece here is just a big, like, metal bead, I guess. I received from a gift from Amador here not too long ago. He just sent me a ton of beautiful metal pieces and beads and stuff. So I spray painted it white because I just, again, thought it looked kind of vintage. So I tucked that in there. To offset the gold, I didn't just want this one gold piece here. I added some jingle bells into the piece, gold one here and one up here, to kind of give me a triangle of 3 pieces of gold. Okay. Up here I layered, this is just a metal heart gear from Prima. That's from my stash. Kind of tucked that in there. This is a Melissa Francis resin angel. I have had, I think I now only have one left. I've had these in my stash for years, and I pulled it out and tucked kind of the angel inside. This wood piece here is from Prima. It's the Salvage District wood icons, and they are from my stash. And I loved it because it was a scroll. It just kind of fit in with the theme. So layered that on top. I've got a beautiful Tiny Treasures butterfly by Reneabouquets, and this is in the ice. You guys see me use it quite often. Over here, I wanted to, you know, put in, you know, 25, obviously, for Christmas. These are clear numbers and letters. I'm talking probably 8 or 9 years old at a scrapbook convention, a package of Heidi Swap clear acrylic letters and numbers, and I pulled them out because I wanted the 25 to be on there, but not so like in your face, just so it was soft and elegant. Okay, here, this is a beautiful Reneabouquets flower applique. You get, this is a set of 2. And these are in white. You can also get them, there's a 3-layer applique, and those come in a set of 2 as well. I believe you get to choose your colors on both sets of appliques. The 3-layer one is a different shape than this 2-layer one. And if you wanted to make it go further, I mean, you could cut the layers apart and just kind of use them in your layering process. This little, Christmas tree little die cut here came with the paper collection. It was just on the back. In the 6x6 paper pad, if you flip to the back sheet, you get letters that are sticker letters, and then you get little sticker, I don't even know what you call them, little sticker, you know, quotes and things like that. Let me see if I can find it here. I might have, I hope I didn't cut it out of the pack. I might have. Oh, here we go. In the back of the paper pad collection, you get a sheet of these stickers. Okay, and that's what I cut out of. And I just kind of layered it in the petals of that beautiful Reneabouquets flower applique there. Okay, and then to finish it all off, as you can see, I've got a lot of sparkly on here. So I took Prima 3D matte gel, brushed that on in various areas all around the project. Kind of see the glitter on top, a little bit over here. And you know what I used if you know me and Reneabouquets products. You got it, her chunky glitter glass. Okay, this particular color is in sand. I love this color because it's not a pink. It's kind of a pinkish beige. It's just this kind of real pretty vintage color. Can you see it? It's so light. It's more of a beige, but it has just that hint of pink in it. really, really pretty. And it can go either with like pink, it can go with kind of brown tones. Just a beautiful shade of glitter glass. I just love to use it. And so I've got that all around, like I said, on my project. I'm just trying to take a peek. I think I covered it all. So anyway, there is this particular project this time around. I really enjoyed doing it. Probably took me just a few hours to do because, you know, you're always thinking about, you know, how you want to layer things and this and that. A lot of thought process going in. But then once you start layering, gets pretty easy. I will have all the links down below to everything Reneabouquets, as well as link to my Pinterest and blog account, getting pictures up for you of my projects. If you want to follow me along, you're surely welcome. The links to Reneabouquets, there will also be a link to her newly fashioned blog page where you can go check out other designers' works that are on her team. I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye.